Welcome. Happy Wednesday. You already know. I gotta set the vibes right. You see the title? Awareness is sexy. Today is April 8th, 2026. And as always, my name is Coach Jazz. This is an OTV production. And of course, we're live. Ooh. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at always ALWAYS_O_T_D. And you can follow Overcome the Doubt everywhere at Overcome the Doubt. Don't forget to join us on our website for our weekly newsletter sent out every Monday. Sent out one yesterday. Let me know if you like this song. I'll make more. I'll produce more songs like this one. My dog, the music's making him bug out. Hey. Sour. What? Today's number is 999. Have you been seeing it? Hey, okay, Papacito, relax. Because if you knock over the camera, you gotta go. All right, let me slow it down. Let me slow it down. All right, relax. Okay. So we're gonna get right into it. I don't want to waste your time. If you hear clicking and clacking, it's Apollo. He made a cameo on the last live. Apparently, he wants to share the spotlight with me. Son, I don't think so. All right, enough. Hold on. Stop. Hey, you just jumped right off. Stay. Relax. Take it easy. That music got you going, huh? That music got him going. I'm gonna let people get in the live before I start. Get a little water. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm wearing this hoodie. If you've seen it on YouTube, turn your producer up. I worked on the show. I don't really want to promote anything, nothing against them. But, you know, I wore this today because I'm here to help you guys achieve your dreams, okay? Teach you the necessary elements that success breathes. You need these kinds of awareness. You need to understand yourself and understand the right way to go about things to get what you want in life. And so I wore that sweater, cover it up. This is OTD, you heard? Cover it up. But I wore it to let you guys know that I'm speaking from my own experience, and I'm not an individual that's just sitting at home talking, never done nothing, and manifesting through teaching y'all. That's how they gain their success, is by sharing what they've read, which does work, but they haven't done it themselves yet. And no shade to them, but I'm teaching y'all from a place of already having been where you're at, succeeded, drop back down as I'm injured right now. That's the reason why I'm not on set currently. Injury. And now I'm making my new way, my new path, and finding and forging a new path right in front of you. I'm taking the very same advice that I give y'all and applying it to my life to get over this injury and hurdle I'm currently facing. So that's why I wore that sweater from the show. Turn your producer up. Check them out. They're good people. It's good people. Most of them. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so let's get into it. You know, don't waste your time. You see the title, Awareness is Sexy. Now, I know today's message might sound a little left, but let me ask you something. What if the most powerful thing about you is not how you look, it's not what you have, but how well you know yourself? Think about it this way. Have you ever met someone who has a sort of aura about them, a vibe. They're calm. They don't ever really overreact. They don't chase attention. Cool, suave, good vibes. Excuse me, something in my eye. Something just feels solid about them. So, what if that something is not what they have, but what they understand about themselves? Right? Since a kid, we've been taught that being attractive is about how you look, your clothes, your body, your status. But I want to tell you something in case nobody has. All of those things will eventually fade. But what doesn't fade is your awareness. When someone knows who they are, can't you feel it? They don't need to prove anything. They don't need to force anything. They're just themselves. I'll be honest. I remember a time when I didn't have that. The smallest things would throw me off. Someone says one thing negative and my whole mood would change. Something that doesn't go my way that I had planned for hours and hours, and now I'm frustrated all day. And I used to think, damn, that just messed up my whole everything. But then I realized maybe I need to look more into the why. Why I would let someone else disturb my peace. That right there was the shift. There's an age-old idea. Maybe you heard it. Know thyself. Sounds pretty simple, right? But most people skip it. We literally study everything else. We study other people. We study trends. We study what works. You know, the imitators. Imitation is not the highest form of flattery. Remember that live? They study other artists or artists and take. But what we don't do is study us. And I want to share with you 3 questions you should be asking yourself. Excuse me. Why? Here's the first one. Hear my stomach? Always. First one. Why do I react like this? The second one. Why does that bother me? The third question. Why do I keep ending up in the same place? Those questions. That's where the power is. Excuse me. That is the most sexy thing you can do for yourself. And ultimately, when you're aware, you will increase your communication skills, your interpersonal relationships, you advance your career, and you can potentially spice up the bedroom. That's a different kind of video. So let me ask you this. Are you choosing your reactions, or are your reactions choosing you? Because if something small can control your mood, that something small can control your life. Most people don't even see it. Some people will never see it. But if you can reframe your perspective as my triggers are not the problem, but rather They are guides that could actually show me what's bothering me. If something hits you really, really fast, then there's something deeper there, a hurt, a pain that has not been healed. And so most people, they do one of two things. They either explode or they become avoidant and they avoid things. Awareness does something different though. What does awareness do? It pauses. It says, why did that affect me like that? That one question can literally change your whole life and become the catalyst to becoming more aware. You see, what people get wrong is that they think awareness means blame, and it doesn't. It means ownership. Because when you understand yourself, you stop repeating the same patterns that have kept you in the same place. Here's what you do. So I have like an eyelash in my eye. You stop saying, why does this keep happening to me? And you start asking, what am I not seeing yet? That right there is real growth. It's real maturity. It's emotional intelligence. Not to mention, that is sexy. Knowing yourself is sexy, especially as you get older. We're not here to baby nobody, right? And so, this is why awareness can literally be the key to becoming who you have always wanted to be, earn the money you've always wanted to earn in life. And if you don't know what you like and what you don't like, or what respect looks like for you, your morals, then someone can come along your path and try to tell you who you are. And if that individual is telling you who you are, who they think you should be, what does that do? If it doesn't align with your natural soul, it creates conflict, it creates confusion. And now you don't know which way you want to go. You're going left, you're going right. You don't know. And so you start to what? Doubt your abilities, doubt who you thought you were. And sometimes it could be a good thing, right? If it's eye opening and it feels aligned. But a lot of times, if you're out here scrolling and you're watching your favorite influencer or artist and they're being them, you know, if you don't know who you are, you watch what they do and now you become influenced and now you're like a carbon copy of them. But the world already has that person. The world needs a you, correct? And so when you doubt yourself, excuse me, um, when you don't know yourself, you're just stuck. You begin to question every single thing. You hesitate, you overthink, you second guess, you start hitting yourself with the I don't knows. But when you understand yourself, you move with more trust. Not perfectly, but with more clarity. You stop repeating the same patterns and dealing with the same kinds of red flags, especially in relationships. You know what you want, what you're willing to tolerate, and what's an absolute no for you. And that clarity beats perfection every single time. So awareness is hella sexy, if you ask me. Not because it looks good, but because it feels real. And the more you know yourself, the less life controls you. You respond better, you choose better, you live better. And that's where the real glow comes from. You hear people talk about a glow up, like they're glowing from the inside out. They're aware. They're understanding what works for them and what doesn't work for them. And so, how can you do that? Meditation, sit with yourself, read. Those kinds of things will understand. Observe. The next time you get mad at something because someone said something or you watched something, think to myself, what about that made me mad? Why'd I get like that? And every time, the more you do it, the more aware and the more you be like, oh, you know what? Things regarding a certain topic, they kind of trigger me. I get upset about those things because of XYZ. You could either avoid those things or learn to just sit with it and not allow it to hurt you or bother you. And so what time is this? 12:16. You know, I don't like to waste your time. Again, this has been an OTD production. This is Overcome the Doubt. My name is Coach Jazz. It was a little rocky today. My dog was just tripping all over the place, just being a nuisance. But you know what? We here. I showed up. It don't gotta be perfect. Exactly what I teach you. Don't have to be perfect. But you get better each time. So as always, stay blessed, stay grateful, stay abundant. 999. If you've been seeing that number. Yeah. I'm afraid that my dog's gonna knock this over. Shout out to you. I'll catch you on the next.